Just touch on a few markets here. We'll just go through the usual. Long bonds, I think we're just largely sitting around waiting on the Fed minutes. I don't really know if they're gonna matter, but we gotta always play this game. Um, is what it is. I think long bonds, we're still in a range trade. So last time we made sales up here around 173 and a half. Really sold close to the highs. Resistance is at 173.30. All right. Let's just pull this regression channel a little bit forward. All right, so anyway, you can nibble down here. We're just clearly in a range trade. Keep some room to buy some if we get back to 170 the buck. All right, that was the low support from back here on the 21st. That's really where I want to buy bonds. The 30-year. So I'm on a small long right now. My average is 171.29. That's what this line is. So just be patient there. Maybe we get one more push down, and then you want to be a buyer. As far as stocks go, I still think 2175. This is the hourly chart. So pi cycles down around 121.71. That's showing you a good edge to be long. So there's some support here at 2175. The market kind of keeps bouncing off of yesterday and this morning early. Just be patient there. You even have this low support down around 2167. So, you can kind of play it on a scale. You might buy a couple here, buy some option calls here, and then buy some futures if you get the 2168. All right, but then big picture, nothing's changed. S&Ps have done nothing wrong. You're still making higher lows. The 30 days rising into the 2160 area. So I don't really see any further pressure unless you crack 2141. Then maybe you can test these lower bands down around 2115 or so. But right now it's just a grind higher. It's been a pretty boring trade as far as stocks go. I really haven't been trading them much at all. Gold, similar to bonds again, we're in range trade. You get a dip back here. I bought a little bit this morning because we sold well yesterday. So I just bought a little bit. But it's the same thinking. You pull this out on the 4-hour chart. All right, all the higher lows are 1335, 1338. The big higher picture, the higher time frame level is 1311, which we could see on the daily chart. Right down here. So you got to this would change the TMS. This would kind of coincide with the lower band. So 1311 would be big on a daily close and then on a weekly closing basis. If you were to crack 1311, you got to think 1255, maybe even a test to the 200 down around probably 1220, as this average would start to move up into that area. Oil short here. Let's go out to the October contract. All right, 4-hour. This is the key location we're trying to stay short around. So I'm just being patient here. I'm gonna hit it one more time if we see 48, and then I don't want it really the market to trade much above that. These highs here is 48.40. So we'll see. The dollar needs to check up and hold probably before oil reverses back lower. And if you're keeping an eye on the DXY, or sorry, DYX, of course, DYX. No, I mean DXY. So you got this trend line down here. Euro kind of struggled at 113. So it makes sense for us to kind of hold down here. If we look at dollar CAD, it was the same thing. You know, we were forming this base, this ascending triangle. You couldn't break out above 132.5. We broke the bottom of this ascending trend line. So we were long coming in. I took half my risk off, or even 3/4 of my risk, I think, right here. It stopped just because I didn't want to see this drift back to 127. So that's kind of what we need to see. You're going to need to see the dollar strength come back in here to probably push oil back lower. So we'll see what happens. But just kind of use 49 as your risk there if you're making any sales. Lastly, copper. Made some sales yesterday. Probably covered back down here around 21.14 or 12.14. I mean, still in a downtrend. Big picture, right? So more of the same deflation growth slowing. You want to be a seller. This is a bearish long-term downtrend. And we made some nice sales. Been playing that against our long and gold. So you want to sell rallies. And near term, this is probably can make a lower high here. I'm going to bid down around 214 for the piece I sold up here. I think that does it for now, guys. And I'll do a video here for the commodity guys. All right, have a good day. Good luck out there.